Whenever I do a back workout, I always start with body weight pull-ups. I do 3 sets of 15 with a wide grip, and I try and get my chin right above the bar. I squeeze my lats together all the way down to my lower back. At the top of the rep, I hold and I squeeze my rhomboids and my lower traps and my lats together. After my third set, I go straight into a close grip pull-up. This is where I go for maximum numbers, where I fully deplete myself and get ready for my massive workout. The first exercise I go into is going to be a under-over deadlift. When performing a deadlift, I try and keep my core engaged at the bottom. I keep my chin in a neutral position, shoulders back, and I concentrate at the top of the range, working my posterior back muscles. I execute 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps. The next exercise I go into is going to be a supinated bent over barbell row. Keeping my back straight and keeping all the body weight and bar tension into my hamstrings and glutes, I concentrate on bringing the bar into my lower sternum, squeezing my shoulder blades together at the top of the range. I do 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps with 30 seconds rest in between. The next exercise I go into is a seated lat pull down wide grip. At the bottom of the phase, I squeeze and I hold as tight as I can, squeezing my lats together, trying to tear as much muscle fibers as I can. As I bring it down, I concentrate on bringing down symmetrical movement. That means that my left and my right arm are moving together. I do 3 to 4 working sets of 10 reps. On the last set, for the last reps, I go into pause reps. This is when at the bottom of the phase, I hold that position and I squeeze for a couple of seconds, and then I take it to the top and I repeat it again. The next exercise I go into is a flat bench, one arm dumbbell row. I take the weight down to the bottom of the rep, stretch my back out, and I pull my elbow as high as I can along with my shoulder and squeezing my back muscles as tight as I can. I try and keep my head in a neutral position and breathing out on the execution of the contraction phase. I keep my weight balanced throughout my whole body, so my whole body is working to stabilize while I'm lifting that weight. The next exercise I go into is a close grip supinated lat pull down. When I execute this, I keep my core as tight as I can, bring my elbows to the side of my body and squeezing my lats down. Each time I bring the bar down below my chin, I squeeze my lats as tight as I can, breathing out on the execution of the contraction phase, which is bringing it down. And the next exercise I go into is a close grip seated row. This is where I work 3 to 4 working sets at 12 reps with 30 seconds rest in between. I concentrate on squeezing as tight as I can in my back, bringing my elbows as far as I can backwards and squeezing very tight. On the third set, I will change my grip straight away and finish it up with a wide grip seated row. I go for maximum numbers on this and I concentrate on my back muscles. I squeeze as tight as I can, keeping my head in a neutral position and keeping my core nice and tight to stabilize. I try finish off my back workout as best as I can throughout this set.